Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another unboxing and review video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at some Star Wars figures. Oh yeah, Star Wars. If you guys actually watched my live stream this week, I actually showed these. But I wanted to go a little bit more in depth. I wanted to actually do sort of a review of these. And I've got Stormtrooper, and I know it's a Stormtrooper, but this is a new packaging and things like that. And I just wanted to see what it's all about. You know, it's an action figure. We got to review it. I mean, I know it's a Stormtrooper. Trust me, stay with me. It'll all make sense momentarily. Get it out of the clamshell, Greg. All right, so here we go. We have a Stormtrooper. All right, this is the Imperial Stormtrooper, and it's like Mandalorian. This is the one. You know, this is the Stormtrooper. It's typically, you know, there's really nothing about it any different than most Stormtroopers. I will say I have noticed that the shoulders do have some really good articulation, and that's because of this rubber right here on his shoulder. That's a good thing. It lets him get more range of motion. I don't know durability-wise how well it'll last long term. Elbow-wise, let's see what we got going on here. Come on, elbow. There we go. That's not bad. That's a good elbow bend. I got no complaints with that elbow bend. I got it. There he goes. Boom. I mean, look at that. You can bring his hands up. That's good. I like that. And head movement wise, I mean, it's a Stormtrooper. Typical, you know, we got the waist bend. Hips, we're not going to get much out of it, but I mean, that's still good in my opinion for a Stormtrooper. On his knees, the one thing I do like is right here. It's on here and on the elbows as well, the lines. That's actually pretty cool. It's well defined. Knee wise, hey, he's got armor. He's got armor. That's what that's all about. So basically, I think we can agree that this is a atypical Stormtrooper. I mean, it looks cool. The helmet's got some really good detail. I mean, there's really nothing stands out about it, right? Nay say I. He does come with a blaster, but that's irrelevant. We're not even going to talk about the blaster. Because I was messing with another one of these, because if you know, I bought two of them, and this one we unboxed. The other one is right here on the table. As I was looking and going through it, and I was doing the head rotations like this, and I noticed something. I saw an ear right in there. Boom. And I got to look at even closer. And I saw another ear. Then I realized there's a head sculpt in this helmet. That is right, a head sculpt. And I mean, I need to pull out, I don't think this has ever been done with any of the other Stormtroopers that I'm aware of. I legitimately want to look at my Stormtroopers now to see if I've totally missed this. But yeah, inside this helmet is this. There is basically a plain head sculpt right there. Clone right there. Check that out. Now, when I first saw this, I immediately just, popped the head off. And when I popped the head off, that's when it became prevalent right there. You can see the head inside this helmet. So I was like, interesting. So I immediately started looking. I got the head off because I couldn't do anything while it was on the body, you know. And so I took the helmet off, or took the head off, and I'm trying to pull and look at it, and I'm thinking, you know, how am I going to get this thing off? So I took a brand new figure right out of the box, and I popped his head off like this, popped his head off, and got a small pair of pliers, and right there in the neck area, and took a heat gun, and I started heating it up, and heating it up, and heating it up. And then I'd work it a little bit. And I was pulling. I was pulling on this neck, and I was like, is this thing even going to come off? And for a long time, it literally was not. I'm like, what is going on right now? What is going on? And finally, after about 10 minutes or so, give or take, I was able to get the back of the head out. Now I can see what's going on, right? So I'm totally stoked. I'm excited. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere now. And I finally got the helmet off. And I will tell you this. This is really wicked cool. I mean, there's his helmet right there. Now, I will say this. I have noticed that ever since I took the helmet off, there is wrinkling, because this helmet, it's a soft helmet. Now, I think it's not that tremendous of a deal. I think it can be possibly corrected. I don't know. But the wrinkling was due to the fact that the top of the helmet is actually glued to this head sculpt. You can see the flatness right there. So right here on the very top, there's some adhesive, and that's what actually held the helmet on. I don't understand this one bit. I think it's flipping cool. I have yet to try to put the helmet back on. I don't think it'll be an issue to put the helmet back on. I could be wrong, but we'll try it together and we'll see. Because it was a tight fit. I will say this right there. All right, helmet's back on. Now, the drawback is now the helmet moves, not the head, as you can see. So I can take the helmet back off. Now, here's the beauty of this. You've got choices now. You've got choices. You can paint the head sculpt and don't worry about the helmet. It will need a little bit of sanding right here on the top. No major problems there. Since it's so white, I mean, the detail is insane. It's a great looking head sculpt. So there's options. You could do, helmet on, helmet off, carrying the helmet. The options are limitless right now on what we can do with these figures. I mean, it's a cool thing. I am not a head painter. I've never painted a head sculpt before. I will tell you this, I will be making a mold for that head sculpt, because I think it'd be a cool one to have. But again, it's entirely up to you on how you want to present your troopers, right? I mean, think about it. You got troopers, head sculpts, helmets, non-helmets. If you do take the helmet off, I mean, honestly, you can put it back on, just a smidgen of CA glue or hot glue on the helmet inside, then the head had turned. So it's not that big of a deal. But just be advised, you're taking a brand new figure, you're putting heat to it, taking a helmet off, and even though the helmet is sort of wrinkled and dented, I sort of dig that because it looks like it's actually been in, battle and stuff. I don't know. I doubt the camera will pick it up with all this white, but you may be able to see it. It's pretty substantial. So there will be issues. Now, something else. This Clone Trooper is the same way. After I saw what I was looking for, I looked into the box and I can actually see straight up underneath the chin. I can see the same identical head sculpt. So, I think this is awesome. I think this is next level. I know we've had, Finn helmet come off, Luke had a helmet come off, but, have troopers that actually has a head sculpt underneath it. And I have to ask myself a question. Are we going to start to see 6-inch troopers that are sort of like the Finn character and have helmets that come on and off, and other figures, that we've seen in the past? But guys, I just thought I'd share this little piece of information with you. I know people were picking these things up left and right. I don't know how many people actually knew this was. I did not see any videos on this today. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video to share this little bit of information. So if you picked up the Imperial Stormtrooper, if you picked up this Clone Trooper, they have head sculpts underneath the helmets. The helmets will come off. You just need heat. The helmets will go back on. However, and think about it, even though the head's not turning underneath the helmet, think about it. You could still do poses. I mean, come on, really? You could. Then if you want to, just pop the helmet off. Boom. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you knew about this, because I didn't, and I just think it's really, really cool. So, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this unboxing video. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. If this is your first time to my channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got notifications turned on. That way you'll know when I drop videos. But until the next video, guys, always remember, toys, even ones that have surprises in them, refresh your soul, and I'll see you later.